Family. It's one of the biggest blessings in life, and sometimes, let's be honest, one of the biggest challenges. From little arguments over who left the fridge open to deeper struggles with forgiveness, relationships within a family can get messy. But thankfully, Jesus had a lot to say about how we should treat one another, especially those closest to us. And no, he didn't just give us rules. He showed us, through his actions, what love in a family really looks like. So let's take a deep dive into the Gospels and discover what Jesus taught about loving, forgiving, and strengthening our families. And hey, before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Bible-based encouragement every week. Let's grow together. In Matthew 22 verses 37 to 39, Jesus tells us to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. And guess what? Your family is your first neighbor. Loving family isn't always easy. Sometimes, love looks like patience, like when your sibling borrows your clothes without asking again. Other times, love looks like kindness, choosing to respond with grace instead of sarcasm. Love isn't just a feeling, it's an action. It's choosing to put others before yourself, even when they test your limits. Jesus didn't just tell us to love, he showed us. He ate with sinners, healed the sick, and forgave those who hurt him. He didn't wait until people deserved love, he gave it freely. And that's the challenge, choosing to love even when our family members don't make it easy. Peter once asked Jesus, "How many times should I forgive my brother?" 7 times. And Jesus answered, "Not 7 times, but 77 times. Matthew 18 verses 21 to 22. Imagine that. 77 times. That's a lot of forgiveness. But Jesus was making a point. Forgiveness isn't something we keep count of. It's a way of life. Families hurt each other sometimes. Words get spoken in frustration, mistakes happen, and wounds are left behind. But holding on to bitterness doesn't just damage the relationship, it damages us. Jesus knew that forgiveness brings freedom. It doesn't mean pretending nothing happened, but it does mean choosing peace over resentment. Just like Jesus forgave us, we're called to forgive each other, even if it's for the 100th time. On the night before his crucifixion, Jesus did something surprising. He got down on his knees and washed his disciples' feet, John 13 verses 14 to 15. In that time, foot washing was the job of a servant, not a teacher or a leader. But Jesus was showing something powerful. True love serves. Now, in today's world, you're probably not washing your siblings' feet, unless they really need it, and even then, yikes. But there are a million ways to serve your family. Helping with chores without being asked. Choosing to listen when someone is hurting. Letting someone else have the last piece of cake. Ouch, that one hurts. It's easy to say we love our family, but real love shows up in actions. Jesus calls us to serve, not just strangers, but the people in our own homes. Let's be real. Sometimes family life feels like a storm. Voices get louder, tempers rise, and peace feels miles away. In Mark 4 verse 39, Jesus was caught in an actual storm. The wind was howling, waves were crashing, and his disciples were panicking. But Jesus, he stood up and said, "Peace, be still." And just like that, the storm calmed. We might not be able to control the storms in our home, but we can be the ones who bring peace. Sometimes that means walking away before an argument escalates. Other times, it means being the first to apologize, even when you weren't totally wrong. Jesus calls us to be peacemakers, Matthew 5 verse 9. And that starts with the way we handle conflict in our own families. At the end of the day, Jesus taught us that family isn't just about sharing a last name, it's about living out love. Love when it's easy and love when it's hard. Forgive even when they don't deserve it. Serve even when no one notices. Bring peace, even when things feel chaotic. If we follow Jesus' example, our homes can be places of healing, joy, and strength. So, as we wrap up, here's the challenge. What's one way you can show the love of Jesus to your family this week? Drop your answer in the comments. And hey, if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more encouraging content. Let's keep growing together in faith. Thanks for watching, and remember, if Jesus can calm the storm, he can definitely handle your family drama. See you in the next video.